What up, everybody? How all is doing? Hope all is well. And if not, you can get back on track sooner than later. So you get out there thing. You know what I'm saying? Now today's vibe. What makes up a life? Well, I got a few points I make, and we're gonna hit those points, and we're gonna call it a vibe. You know what I'm saying? See, what makes up a life? Your ideas, your reality, what you want. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what do you actually get? The realization kicks in. You know what I mean? So those are my points today. What makes up a life? We're gonna get into it. We're gonna hold the vibe. Turn this music back up. You know what I'm saying? CLP. This is the Holding the Vibe podcast. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. You're catching this on the first play and the other plays, but I appreciate it. Drop a comment if you're vibing. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Like, share. You know what I mean? We're just holding the vibe. Building this thing. You know what I mean? So, big up, y'all. Big up all my subs. Alright, y'all. Here we go. What makes up a life? You know? After all, this life is just an idea. You know what I'm saying? And if you take it back to the essence and back to the source, that's where this whole idea of your life comes in play. I mean, they say we have soul contracts, right? And back in source, where we're coming into these simulations, because these are a bunch of different simulations, you know what I'm saying? Called Earths and different variations. They try to call it multiverse. Okay. But whatever. But before you come in these simulations, you sign a soul contract for that existence and what you're going to become. The trick to it, though, once you start off, you don't remember all this stuff because you have to be born. Now, all this stuff was in your mind, in your brain, but when you're born, you're like a seed, right? And like a tree, and it grows, and then it gives off the fruit, and from that fruit, you get a nourishment. That would be you. You're a little seed, and then you're born, and then you grow. And all that stuff that's in your contract, you're going to experience. All that's in your contract, you're going to follow through and become. But you don't know. But that's the whole part of the experience when you come into these simulations. You know what I'm saying? When you come into each and these different simulations. Because once it exit one, you go back to source, and then you go to another simulation. And you just go from simulation to simulation. You know? But at some point, you have to start in the simulation. And this one, for example, we are born into the simulation. You know what I'm saying? Once we're born into the simulation, then we get to experience all the different simulations that are around. You know? And through our dreams, those are the portal and the gateways. And then our meditation, and then the information that we gain gives us more and more access through those portals. That's what a life is, an idea. And now living the idea makes up that life. So once you're born, you know, you're not thinking about all this stuff because the environment, your parents, what goes on around you, you're feeding off of that, you know what I'm saying? You're analyzing and learning from what you see, what you hear, and what you understand. For you to comprehend, and as you get older, you're going to learn to adapt to the situation that you're in, adapt to this life that you're living. You know what I'm saying? So, what's around you, your parents, they give you kind of your perspective on this thing, on this experience, on this life. And from your perspective, you have the idea of the life that you want to live. But it's going to correspond with the contract that you sign, your soul contract. You don't know it though, but it's like a natural thing. And if you go off the vibration and you go off the feeling, you know what I'm saying? You're going to slowly become what's in your contract. Now, in this reality, what you want, you know, what you want in this reality depends on how you start off. Depends on how you come into this game. You know, it's like there's haves and have-nots. They're talking about the middle class, but that's like an illusion of having when it's all burden, all struggle to keep up, just to maintain. That's the middle class. So you know what I'm saying? There's no middle class. It's either you have or you have not. So what you want, right? What you want, your soul contract is whatever the vibration you're feeling that you want. Depends on the situation that you're in. It's going to be depends on the maneuver you make. You understand? The choices and decisions that you make. Because each choice and each decision is like playing a game of chess, strategizing for your next move. You want to rise up in your position. You want to get better and better where you at. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you want to put yourself in those positions for winning. So what you want depends on where you are. You know what I'm saying? And you have to accept the reality that you're at. Because once you accept the reality that you're at, that's your foundation, your base, and you can build off of that from all your moves, your maneuvers, your decisions and choices that you make. What you get comes from all of that. Once you realize the position that you're in and how hard you have to go, now you can set your goals, you can set your dreams, your aspirations, your dedication, everything that you want to pursue. You feel me? Now, what you adamant about, that things you're good at, that's, you know what I'm saying? What is the game about? I mean, what you're good at, all the stuff that you're nice with and you can get done, that's what your life is. You know what I'm saying? That's what your soul contract signed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the life that you signed up for. That's what it is. And it's going to come to you naturally, and you're going to be in these positions to play it out. Accept the life that you have, and you build with it, and you move with it. Because if you get a life that you don't like, chances are you're not doing the things that you signed up for in your contract. But now, that's being in this Matrix mind game. And now this Matrix play games on your mind and how your perception is. So you got to be clear and aware of who you are and your intentions into this world. Your intention in this game, you know what I'm saying? In this simulation. I say it's all about the experience. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You all go back to source anyway. You go back to the energy source, you know what I'm saying? So none of this stuff matters. So what you get is up to you with all the choices you make and the moves that you make. But you gotta go in and you gotta move and you gotta make decisions. You know what I'm saying? This simulation is real. This simulation, you feel it, your vibration, you're vibing it. Because you are a part of the simulation. Once you jump into these avatars, you are a part of the simulation now, and you get to experience and move and live in the simulation. You know what I'm talking about? Channel style. And from all of that, right? From the experiences, your journey, moving through, growing up, getting older, getting these understanding, you realize what's everything. You know, you're not in control. Like, this whole concept, this whole construct, that's what's in control. But what you do control is the avatar that you're in. What you do control is your decisions and choices you make. When stuff happens, when stuff is leading you in the direction you don't want to go, you can pivot. You know, choices that you make, you can pivot and go towards the lineup that you want to be at. Go in that direction that where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what make up a life, yo. All the different things you want to get yourself in. All the different things you're going to be doing. You feel me? You know what I mean? You're going to realize that it's up to you. No one else is going to do anything for you. Or can do anything for you. Even if they try. You're going to have your own experience by all means. Each and every one of us. So when you realize that, get going. And if you don't realize that, at some point, life is going to point it out to you that it's all on you. You know, but at the end of the day, your experience is your experience. Just like everybody's experience is unique to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like holding the vibe and just have these common sense discussions for a second. Because everything got to get talked about. Everything got to get put on the table so we can set the foundation as we building and as we growing. You know what I mean? So drop a comment if you're holding the vibe, man. Drop a comment if you're vibing on this one. What makes it for life? You know what I mean? And go stream some CLP Got Beats, instrumentals, tap in concept songs, projects, all of that. Go tap in CLP Got Beats on all streaming platforms. You know what I mean? And just for beats in general, looking for beats, beatstars.com/CLP. Profile CLP Got Beats. Tap in, hold the vibe, and let me know how y'all feel on that one. You know what I'm saying? I say appreciate every second. These simulations are a journey, or the journeys. You know what I'm saying? These simulations are nothing. So I'd rather do something than nothing. You know what I mean? Back to source, back to energy, back to flat nothing. You know what I mean? So it's up to you, y'all. What you gonna do with their life? What you gonna do with your journey, with your opportunities? CLP, be out.